Hello everyone. Today we are going to go ahead and get our daily message. Sorry it is a little late, but let's go ahead and get our daily message out there. Let's see what our spirit guides have to say for today. Let's go ahead and pull some messages. All right, we have animal, we have instinct coming out, and what was crazy is right before I started this message, I was just thinking to spirit about intuition, and so I love that this is coming out. We have shadow and darkness coming out, and we have boundaries and warrior. And you know what, this one just wanted to come out, so we're going to pull this one out too. It says flow and water. Okay, I love that. All right. For some reason, I do want to say, if you're a water sign, I feel like this could mean more to you. This is collective, but if you're a water sign specifically, I'm just feeling that. Okay. So there's something I feel that you are feeling very intuitively, and I'm not sure that maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe you're not aware of what you're feeling intuitively, okay? But I feel like there is this darkness, and what you want to do is escape it, whatever way this might be, in whatever way, shape, or form. I feel like there is a darkness or some still energy where it's just like you don't feel in your vibration. You don't feel, I don't feel like you feel comfortable. Like, you know, intuitively, like there's more to the story than what you're at, okay? And when it comes to boundaries, all right, I feel like you have to create boundaries with yourself and other people, but this is like, you're not going to allow people to get you in a spot that you're in, whether this be mentally or physically. Like, I feel like really dark or really low right now, and it's time for you to keep your boundaries up. And if that means that some people walk away or some situations just don't work out because you have boundaries, you have expectations, then that's what happens. But you need to trust the flow of life and know that if you allow or change your, like, let's say that you're not, this is somebody's actions or the way a company runs, and you just, it goes against who you are. Like, you have boundaries against this, or they're working you harder than they're supposed to. You're with somebody, or this is like a friend or a family member that's just constantly overstepping their bounds. I feel like it's putting you in a bad place mentally or physically, or feeling very doubtful about something to go in the future. And this could have happened in the past where like things have happened and, you know, there's been this cloud. Right now, it's time to focus on the flow of energy. It's time to trust your intuition and trust your boundaries. Like, if somebody or something is overstepping, like, that's okay. I don't need to be in this energy. I will remove myself because I trust the flow of life. I know my intuition wouldn't steer me wrong. And if you continue to do this, I feel like there's this shadow or this darkness that just sits around you, and it's like you're over that. You're ready for that to go. All right, I'm just gonna fix the camera for just a second. Sorry if you hear the dogs. My puppy has been super anxious recently because it snowed, and so he doesn't like to be outside, but he wants to run and play. Okay, we have move between cycles and worlds. Okay, it's time to make a change. You've already been down this path before in whatever way that means for you. All right, let's see. We have heed, inner voice, and cycles. There's something about these cycles coming out. We have answers, hopes, and dreams. And let's just pull one more. We have working for the greater good. Okay. If something doesn't make sense to you right now, or you're like, I can't do this because whatever the situation might be, okay? Oh, and I don't like the camera, of course. All right, that'll do for now. Okay, if this is where you kind of feel, I feel like maybe there's like a resistant energy because it's like working for the greater good, moving forward with something. Even if you feel very stuck or you feel this darkness, it's time to push through this. It's time to think about a bigger picture and goal, and understand that whatever didn't work out, whatever was held back from the past, like, it's meant to be there, and you need to trust the flow of life. Like, spirit is here with you. It's time to break the old cycles and listen to the inner calls that you have. I feel like there is going to become, if you've been confused about something, or you're wondering which direction to go in something, or I feel like this is like confusion, not seeing clearly, feeling just kind of blindsided about a situation, whatever that is, you're going to have some answers coming in soon. And if this is where you're stuck in this situation for right now, you're doing two things at once, you're really struggling with school and work, or you're really struggling with two jobs, whatever this is, I want you to try to let go of this darkness, okay? And I want you to trust your boundaries, because your boundaries are there for you. And when I say this, I feel like if your boundaries aren't respected, or you're constantly being stepped on, or somebody is constantly, overlooking whatever it is that you say, you start to feel that way about yourself, or you start to kind of just like distrust yourself. And your guides are like, trust yourself, trust your intuition. It's time to leave this darkness behind. Yeah, prepare for the future. If you're thinking about going a new direction, movement and balance, as I was saying that, if you're thinking about going a different direction when this comes to necessary decision for goals, as I'm talking about this, if you're thinking about making a decision to move forward in something, if this is a relationship, if this is a job, if this is where you live, I just feel like there's a decision, okay? And it's for your future. And even if you feel like this is the decision I want to make, but there's something holding you back, and I don't know what this is that's holding you back, but I feel like there's a decision, and maybe you haven't even come to this decision yet, and that's why I'm kind of like, but it's like time to break that cycle. And you know that it's going to be the same cycle over and over again in whatever situation this is. It's time to break that cycle. And it might hurt, okay? With the working for better good, whatever this is, it might suck to walk away from this situation. It might be hard to walk away from this job, from this idea, from this person, from this, this family member, this friend, this relationship person, whatever this is, it might be hard. But you have to think about something to do with your future. Like, is this where you want to be forever? And I feel like in today, I want you to trust the flow of life. Just kind of surrender and just allow spirit to know, I'm ready to let go of this darkness in whatever way this means. But there's a decision I feel like you're going to make about walking away from something, or finally deciding on something. And that's where, the answers come forward, where, you've been really ready to let go of this darkness, but you don't know which direction to go. And it might be to walk into a new direction, walk to a new path. And that's a decision you have to make to get rid of this so we can meet the goal. It's time for you to surrender to God, to spirit, to your angels, and just ask them, like, please guide me in this moment, because they're here and they're like, listen, it's time for you to think about the bigger picture, the future. There's going to be movement, there's going to be balance, but you need to make a decision for that. Let's go ahead and pull 4 tarot cards for our daily message. All right, so we have the King of Wands. This is about being in charge, okay? And trusting your decision. And this could be where, this is a decision that you make quick. It's not something that you have been thinking about super long, but you know that this is the decision that you need to make. And this could be where you just completely jump job positions, or you're like, you know what, this is where I want to live. I'm going to move to another state, pick up and leave. If this is, you don't want this relationship anymore, you can't be around this group of people anymore. I just feel like there's some major movement, and it's something where you know that this is the decision that you have to make. This is, and you trust it, and you go in there confidently. Yeah, see, because here you are. You're working hard to get somewhere else. And I feel like things are finally like coming together for you. There you are, walking away from a situation, that 5 of Pentacles. And I just feel like that's you walking away. And then here's the Tower. I feel like this just happens fast, especially with this King of Wands coming out. I feel like this is a fast energy. And I'm sorry that the reading looks so lopsided. I'll fix that for my next video. I just feel like there's something that you're walking away from, and it's, hold on, I dropped a card. Let's see what this card is. All right, it's the Queen of Cups. Okay. I feel like you're going to make a quick decision on something. And it's like, that this is the decision that you have to make, because you've been really working hard on yourself. And maybe in working hard, you decide, like, I need to walk away from situations, and this is where it goes. But I feel like there's a decision to walk away, and it's a quick decision. It's a quick decision. And it's to make yourself happier. It's to go towards something that you care about. Yep, because there is that Ace of Cups. I love that the Ace of Cups came out. Oh, and then we have the King of Cups. We have a suit on the bottom. Okay, so with these cards coming out, Spirit is really telling you that it is time for you to trust your intuition. There is something that you are feeling, and this, you might not know exactly what it is that you need to do or which direction that you need to go, okay? But it's time to surrender. You've been asking to let go of this darkness, and you need to create boundaries with yourself where it's like, no matter how much you love somebody, you care about something, whatever this is, you are not going to let somebody step all over you. It doesn't matter who this person is. You have boundaries, and you need to keep true to them to yourself. Because I feel like at each time somebody hurts you, or somebody oversteps, or somebody doesn't listen to your voice, it's creating this like shadow above you, that, and like this self-image that you're feeling for yourself. And it's like, don't allow that to happen. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your boundaries, and allow life to flow. Trust your decisions. You're really working hard on releasing this darkness, okay? You're walking away from it, and whatever this is, because this is collective, you're walking away from this dark energy, and it's fast. And I feel like this is a decision that you're making to walk away from something, this darkness, whatever way this is. And it's to make you happy. And this is a new beginning emotionally. So if you've been thinking about like walking away from relationship trauma, walking away from a relationship person, and you have been really struggling with it, it's time for you to respect your own boundaries, okay? Trust your decisions. Trust them. Go into them confidently. You've been really working on whatever this is, and this is to make you happy, to make you feel comfortable. And this is really about trusting your intuition, trusting your emotions at this time, and not the emotions of self-doubt, not the emotions of that, but how you truly feel. And when I say this, it's like, there's an end goal, and I want you to feel that. Like, where do you feel at the end goal? Or what's these true feelings that you are desiring at your job, in your workplace, or in your home place, in your relationship, in your friends, in your family? Like, what are those feelings that you are desiring? And if they're not being achieved here, they're gonna be achieved somewhere else. And you need to trust that, and trust the flow of life. And I said this in the beginning, if you were a water sign, but we have like literally the suit of water, the water. If you're a water sign, or you have been really struggling with your emotions, this is so for you. Like, it's time for you to set your boundaries, and maybe even write your boundaries out for yourself, so you can see them. Like, what is it in this situation? What are my boundaries here, and what is being crossed in this situation? Is there a way to set my boundaries back up, or do I have to completely remove myself from this situation? Okay, I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Please take care.